Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Aries the Cosmic Wizard, and welcome to Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a bonus reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So Aries, before we get into this reading, I got some tea for y'all. So I've been working with this company, and I can't say their name, but it's insurance. And I was having some trouble with my contract and everything turning on because of some stuff from my past, and I was very upfront about it. But like they made me go through the wire and like all this stuff and blah 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 blah. And then I got hit with a letter like, oh well, this is a review saying that we're not basically saying like we're not saying that you lied, but like you didn't disclose everything, but like further upon our investigation, it was determined that that you're good, you're acceptable, we'll take you. And I've already started talking to other places, but I'm like, yeah, exactly. Two of Wands. Should I which way should I go? Exactly how I feel, because it's like, and there's a death card. We'll see, but it's like, I told y'all everything that happened, and I've been told you all like 2 or 3 months ago. I gave you the paperwork showing what happened, and it was just something about the way that they put it. And I know that's like their like compliance way of covering their ass and being like, we ain't know he had all these issues and but it was like, well, girl, like I've been told you what it was. I told you what part of me, the prideful part is like, fuck them. Work with these other companies, but then it's like you worked so hard, you went through all their stuff, and you've just been sitting in limbo, and like they've been basically holding you by the, with a vice grip, and now that they're trying to let it go, I'm like, do I really want to continue to work with them and be in this organization that is like really demanding and like they want me to do this, and this, or do I want to venture and do my own thing? Because this channel means a lot to me, and I don't want to be confined to some place that's not going to let me do what I do here, because like you all are like my pride and joy. I love this shit. We're already at 800 plus subscribers, and I was at literally 3 something like a week ago. Like it's crazy how many subscribers I've got, and it's because of you. It literally is because of you. And Gemini and my other videos that I've been doing really well. Thank you guys so much. Like, you guys don't even realize, like, I am so grateful. I'm so thankful, and I love you guys so much. The comments, I love reading the comments. Like, they really, like, you don't understand. Maybe you do. Like, seeing you all's comments when I wake up, like, oh my God, he's so funny, I love your energy. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like when I come here, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that is giving you all a service to be entertained with. And if you laugh, if you kiki, if you find something meaningful out of these readings, if it's able to help you move on in your life, then fuck it, that's even better. But like, I just wanted to share a little bit about what's going on with me. So like, I just feel like I want to be able to express myself. And like, I feel like a lot of tarot readers, like, from what I see, I'm not saying everybody don't, because my one girl, she just went in on her daddy. But like, I'm a very real person to the point to where like I feel like sometimes I overshare, and maybe I am right now, and y'all probably don't give a fuck about what's going on with me, but like I give a fuck what's going on with you all. And like, I just feel like it's only fair if I'm gonna be out here spraying y'all tea, I might as well tell y'all a little bit about mine. That's only fair, right? I mean, because don't ever let nobody spray you with your own tea, as Funky would say. Don't ever let nobody spray you with your own tea. Own your shit, and I own all my shit, baby. And maybe that's why you know what? When you own your shit, and you own it without shame and guilt, baby, they can't do nothing to you. They can't do nothing but give you your contract. They can't do nothing but tell you yes or no. That's all they can do is say yes or no. And no is the second best option. Sometimes no is the best option. But anyway, I'll probably put a timestamp down here. I've never did that before, so I will figure it out. So yeah, I could skip past my my rant. Ooh, maybe I'll start doing that. Like I'll put like a little what's going on with me, and then if y'all want to get into the reading, you can just hit the timestamp. But anyway, I'm a little excited. Like that's really why I came on. It's because I wanted to tell y'all because like I felt like I don't know. I feel like I know you guys. Weird, right? How this parasocial thing is working backwards. Okay. For Aries, bonus reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I know I just did one for y'all yesterday or the day before yesterday, but fuck it, you all deserve it. Okay, Aries, this is a bonus reading. Ooh, let's make this career oriented for my career oriented girls and boys and thems. I got the Hangman and the Lovers. Okay, this is two very oppositional energies. The Hangman in reverse and the Lovers. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you could be going through something very similar. If you resonate with this video, it's because you're going through something similar. Maybe not exactly like mine, but I think this has a karmic lesson around self-worth and not being okay with not being in the pretty girl squad. Like, you could be a pretty girl, but you don't have to be in the pretty girl squad. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this company represents the cheerleader squad, the clique that you really, you know what I mean? And it's like, for so long I was trying to audition when deep down I was already good enough on my own, and I don't need the cheerleader squad to validate my existence. And the cheerleader squad knew that. So like the cheerleader squad, they wanted to teach me a lesson. They wanted to humble me. So they withheld this until I was willing to go join somebody else's squad. And they're like, well, you know what? I guess upon review, like, next time, like, you know, just be more upfront about what you... And it's like, wait, I what? So I'm like, do I want to stay at my old cheerleading squad that I've been working with? I got some friends on the squad that I like. The other squad, you know, they may not be as prestigious as this squad is. And like, this squad is a little more controlling with shit, but this other squad has more flexibility. Pretty much get the same type of stunts and products and movements. I don't know, but yeah, I just made this reading about me and you. So maybe you gotta go through the same thing. Maybe you're dealing with two people and one person makes you feel like you weren't good enough just to turn around and be up in your face again, just to be like, oh, well, you know what? I don't mind a couple stretch marks. I don't mind that you have a kid. I don't mind that you got bad credit. I don't mind that you, like, you know, you ain't got no car, or that you live with your parents. And it's like, even if you did, like, that doesn't determine, like, me as a person. Like, and they're not wrong for wanting to be, you know, what's the word? Thorough with vetting me. You know what I mean? And I think that that's a good thing. And the fact that I was able to pass shows that I am good. Like, I'm not a piece of shit, or I'm not whatever. So you're not either. So just take every time I said I and replace it with you. This will make more sense. But yeah. So let's get into what's going on with you specifically, Aries. I just want to give y'all a little update on my personal, but yeah, I'm gonna put a time stamp. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna the Hangman in reverse and the Lovers. Whew. Okay, you've been up and down and up. Right now we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Very much Aries energy. Yes, I am channeling my Aries people right now. I think that's what it is. I'm channeling y'all. Y'all, Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's feeling like, don't know where to go, which way is up, how to do this, what to do. You could be facing a decision here about which direction to go to. Yeah, that sounds like me. Okay, let's see here. What's the outcome? Ooh, don't make that face. The Fool. Okay, so period. So you're gonna take a leap of faith. Yeah, fuck them. You don't need people to make you feel comfortable. You don't need other people to tell you that you're worthy. You don't need them to tell you exactly. Oh, dick, fuck, cunt. Page of Cups in reverse. Ugh. Okay, so there's a bad offer. Okay. Here's the thing. The Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like this offer. Let's look up the Page of Cups because I want to get very specific with this one. But I feel like this is an offer that's being made from an immature place or from an emotional place, from someone who is not being honest all the way. Page of Cups in reverse. Often indicates a pain resulting from an unhappy relationship or family situation. As a result, you feel insecure, afraid to trust, unwilling to seek love. And about a job, this card may indicate disappointments, broken promises, or a situation that didn't turn out the way you hoped. It can also show misplaced trust. Maybe you've been duped or betrayed in a work-related area. You may not be using your talents wisely. All right, so advises against relying on others for financial advice. Or it may indicate a venture you're considering isn't well founded. Sometimes this card means you're underpaid or being taken advantage of. You need to stand up for yourself. So yeah, so here's the thing. If we take this option, we could be taken advantage of. Or we could feel like that, right? So we got to figure out, this is a lover. This could be someone who you take a leap of faith with and you find out that like this isn't an emotionally fulfilling relationship. You ever get with somebody who you thought you would really like connect with, and then like out of the blue, maybe you do go on a couple dates with this person? Or like, remember when you first started dating somebody new and you were so enamored with them, come to find out 2 months later that like they're just kind of an asshole? You could be afraid that is going to happen to you. Now, when I read the future positions, I don't always necessarily think that they are going to come true. It's what we perceive. It's what is like maybe coming if we continue down this road, but we can always make a different choice. Knight of Cups. Yeah, this offer was very slow. In the Tower, there was, like all these fucking obstacles, all these fucking hurdles, all these things that happened out of nowhere. It was like, it really felt like someone was trying to take this away from you. Like, it literally felt like somebody was, like, trying to, like, damn near do witchcraft to, like, make your fucking situation not come to fruition. And then there's the Three of Wands in reverse. So all this chaotic energy, like, you really, like, don't know where to go. Like, yeah, like, it's just, like, we're stuck, booze. Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is what's pissing me out, because we got the Fool and the Ten of Cups. So this is the happiest card in the deck. Oh no, the Sun card is. This is one of the other ones though. But this is going to be, in the short term, if you do this. So let's say you do take this. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you like this, Aries. We're gonna have to we're gonna finesse their ass back. Because you don't know this about me. I used to always say at work, on my other job, traumatize them back. If somebody do you wrong, this is why I'm a March Pisces, by the way. So I want you to know that, like, on a scale of like 1 to toxic, I am a March Pisces. We tend to be on that like 8 or 9 scale. But also, I am self-aware, and I am. Look at that little ponytail hanging out. Put that back. I am self-aware, so I acknowledge and I am aware of these traits. I often choose and make a conscious effort to justify my bullshit. I can't even fuck with my, y'all know I ain't shit, but I love y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I really am. I be on some bullshit, So like in the short time, this may be a good opportunity, but in the long term, we're gonna have to figure out a way to get our lick back before we run about here. And I know, see, you Aries, so you understand what I'm talking about. Like you get it. Like you get my crazy. My Venus is in Aries, so I'm not that different from y'all. And Mars is in Gemini, and Mars is y'all ruling planet. So like Venus, Gemini, Aries people, like y'all, we act alike. I act like y'all. I act like y'all. My just ruling energy is a little bit different. That's all. Queen of Swords. That's what it is. Yeah. You just gotta be straight up with this person, and this person gonna try to. You have to. Oh. Okay. When it comes to this situation, you gotta keep it cute, you gotta keep it mute, and you gotta keep it light. Don't give these hoes too much of your business at this job. At this job. Take the job because you have been working hard for it. Don't quit your job because you've been working hard at it. Don't let these hoes let you crash out. Don't give them that. Don't let these bitches make you crash out. Crash out in style. Crash out demure. See how I slowly started taking shit from the copier room? See how I slowly started taking paper and other stuff home from the office? I'm not like you girls. I didn't steal all the ink on the first day. I took one cartridge on day one. See, I'm not like you other bitches. I took the stapler on Monday and I took the staples on Tuesday. I'm not like you girls. I didn't steal everything out the cubicle desk on the first day. I took a book today. I'm going to take another book tomorrow. And in 2 months, I'm going to have everything I wanted from that motherfucker. And then I'm going to give my ass to kiss. Don't let them find my channel, please. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be very cute, be very mute, be very like, What you do this weekend? Just hung out with my family, barbecued, ate some chicken. I went down to the carnival and I saw a tarot reader. Like, don't give them all that. Don't do all that. Don't just give them the driest elevator conversations. Like a nigga that you don't really want to talk to. Like you trying to get off the phone with. Hey, big kid, what you doing? Nothing. What you eat tonight? I made some macaroni and cheese. Ooh, what kind of macaroni you made? The shit from the box. So when we gonna hang out? Crickets. Just like that. Just like that. Don't give them too much. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make their ass wait. Just because they fucking said that shit to me about something. Well, you withheld some information, and we're not gonna say you did it intentionally. Anyway, let's keep going. The Ten of Wands. Exactly. Exactly. This situation that you are in is like it was so heavy. Like there's just so much attached with it. Like you just need to. It's just heavy, and some of these burdens don't even be yours. Like I feel like these burdens, I don't even know. They're all in your mind. They could be in your head. Like look how it comes from the skull. I feel like everything in tarot cards are always intentional. So it coming out of the skull, and like that is, I don't know if it's this intentional, but in a past life, I was a science teacher, and one of my favorite classes was anatomy. And right there is the temporal, or it could be the next to the parietal. So it could be associated with your memory and how you move and how you function and shit, right? Because the temporal lobe is like right here. Then you have like your parietal, you have your frontal, and you have your occipital back here, which is like where your occipital nerve runs, so you can see. And then you have your temporal, and then you have your parietal. So like your parietal is more like your sensory, like feeling, moving, and all that shit. And then your temporal is like kind of like where your hippocampus and all that shit's like down here. So that's like breathing, regulatory shit. But then like what the fuck is that? Like a little gnat. Ew, go away. Sorry, that's like your memory and stuff like that. So this could be in your mind. A lot of the stuff that you carry is shit from the past that's in your head, and sometimes we need to let that shit go so we can move into the future. And I also want to say this: holding compassion and not letting the things that people have done to you make you feel bitter will help you move forward in any situation, regardless if you take this opportunity or not in this career or this love or whatever you choose to do. Knowing that like you don't have to respond with hatred or anger in any situation that you are in, no matter how bad someone does you, only continues to raise your vibrational energy, and it shows other people how strong you really are, because when they meant to break you, you got tougher. When they tried to make you humble, you were already without ego. So they only hurt themselves. You see what I'm saying? You don't do things that they may think as like control or manipulative tactics. You're not playing those games with them. You're not playing into their games, and they don't realize that. They think that you not responding to their shit is you conforming and playing with their bullshit, but it's not. It's not. It's like you choose to do things on your own terms. And like you're willing to work with people, you're willing to be open, and you're willing to be receptive. But also you're not going to like let people walk all over you, and you're not going to just like lose yourself into something if it doesn't align with your values. And I'm not saying you have to compromise who you are, but in life, you know, we have to be willing to understand different points of view that we may not agree with as equally valid as our own. We don't have to like it, but we have to understand that there are people who have circumstances that are different than ours, and their way of looking at things is equally valid. So I want to say that, like, don't be hateful, don't be mean-spirited, don't even look at it as like a missed opportunity. Look at this opportunity, whatever you decide to do, as part of the opportunity that is for you ahead, that is part of your path. This journey, whether you go on it or not, is only up to you. There's no such thing as a missed opportunity, because what is meant for you will always be for you. You'll never have to question what is meant for yours, because it is yours. So if something feels like it's not aligned with you, it's because it's not aligned with you. You'll never have to question that. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes we want things to be aligned with us because we think that it's going to give us some sense of validation or clout or security. But be honest with who you are and what you want. And if you continue to always do that, you'll never be guided down the wrong path. You'll never feel like you did something that you weren't supposed to do. Whew. I don't know where that came from, but I think somebody needed to hear it, because it just got... Yeah. Two of Wands. Yeah. So you really want to move forward with this situation, even though there has been a lot of obstacles and roadblocks in the past. You were still down with it. You were still making moves for him. You were still doing everything for him. Okay, what you need me to send? You need me to send this over to y'all? Cool, awesome, great, awesome. The people in the office were still trying to mess with you. You still showed up to work. You still did your thing. You still held it down. You still kept it going. You still played it cool. You don't let shit fucking knock you off, because you are a motherfucking boss, Aries. You've been a boss. You was born a boss. That's why you're the motherfucking emperor in the tarot cards. Like, y'all run this shit and you just got here, you new soul bitches. Like, that's crazy. Like, y'all the new soul, but y'all come up in this motherfucker acting like you run the fucking place. I love it. The King of Coins. So, right now, since they did fuck with your money, they fucked with your money. You trying to get your motherfucking money on. I'm trying to get my money on. And like all this stuff is like didn't slow it down. Hold on one second. I gotta go check this chicken. Okay. I baked some chicken wings. So good. Before we get back to this reading, I want to say one thing. This little tip I have for cooking chicken wings. Rosemary. I know that may be basic for some people. Some people are like, ooh, duh. I've been putting rosemary on my chicken since I was in middle school. I've been frying chicken since I was in 6th grade. I'm the oldest of 6. So, yeah, I was in that kitchen frying chicken ever since I could look over the fucking stove. Gas stove at that. Oh, I love having a gas stove. Anyway, King Coins in reverse. You're being real tight with your money right now because your money they've been fucking with your money. So I don't want you to make a decision because you feel like you need the money. I want you to make a decision because you feel like it's aligned with your values and your purpose here on earth. And you know, sometimes you have to show a bitch that I can't leave your ass. I can pull another nigga. I don't need you. I can get somebody else to get them to be like, oh. But then if you gotta do all that, you know it's not gonna last. And that's okay. Maybe it doesn't need to last. Maybe this doesn't need to be your forever. The Queen of Swords is like, don't ever fucking trust these hoes. Keep it cute, keep it mute, get in, get out. And the Page of Cups in reverse, I can't trust y'all. But you can put that shit in my account, though. You can put that money in my account, though. You can go ahead and run me that money. So, don't let these jobs play in your face. You are worth it. Like, if a motherfucker is trying to like, oh, well, you know, I know, you know, online, on LinkedIn it said, you know, 65,000, but, you know, that was if you had a master's and you only have a bachelor's. And I know you have 10 years of experience, but, you know, 59 is all we could do. Oh. Okay, well, I'll need some time to consider that, and I'll get back with you by the end of the week. Okay? You go apply at 2 other places, and they're like, yeah, you know, well, we know we can't pay as much as, you know, the other place said. They said 65, but, you know, what we could do is we can start you out at, you know, 58, and then if you give us a couple months, I can see if I can get some extra work for you, and that'll bump you up. And we got some, you know, projects coming up here. We got some extra duty stuff. You want to do this, this, and that. You know, by the end of it, you know, you'll be at 65, and then, you know, that's not exactly where you want it, but like, you know, if this works out, then next year I could see, and you know what I mean? I'd rather kind of work with that person because at least they were upfront. They weren't trying to devalue you. They didn't say, well, you know, you don't even deserve 65 because, you know, imagine they were like, look, I don't have it in my budget. I just don't have it. You know what I mean? But they're not saying you don't deserve it. They're saying, like, we'll work to get it to you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to take a little, I won't even say that's not taking an L. That's collaborating with people that see your value, but they're just maybe not able to really, you know what I mean? Like, they're just not able to give you everything right now. It's like a parent. So, you know, you could love your kids and you could wish that you had, you know, $1 trillion to put in your kids. You know, I'm sure my parents wish that I didn't have to take out student loans to go to college, and, you know, that they could have did all these things for me. And I'm sure, you know, every parent, well, most parents want that for their kid, right? No parent wants to be, you know, putting their kids in financial jeopardy. But some parents just don't have that luxury of being themselves that stable. Not that, you know, there's not things that they could do to fix it, but you see what I'm saying? So, like, it's almost better to work with somebody who still sees your value and is willing to work with you to get you to where they want you to be, or to get you where they want to go. Or, like, hell, even if the boss was like, I mean, they probably wouldn't tell you this, but, like, what if they were like, okay, you know what? Instead of giving my bonus, I'm going to go, you know what? Don't worry about that bonus, that quarterly bonus. we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get that to Aries because I really want Aries on my team. So I'm gonna give them my bonus, but don't tell them that. I'm just gonna take that L from that bonus. I don't need that extra $5,000. I'm just gonna put that towards their salary. When it comes time to budget the books, we'll make sure that they get that extra 65 because I know we only said we could give them 60. If they want 65, I'll go ahead and I'll give up my bonus for them because I believe in them. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna do that, but you know what I mean. The devil. Oh my God. Yes. Oh. The devil is so real. Because here it is. This is the devil. I'm telling you, this is the devil. This. You're going to fall for it too. I'm just going to let you know that you're going to fuck with it. Because I am. Because I am. You're going to play with the devil. But only because the devil isn't necessarily bad. He represents, what does he represent? The devil represents what? Opposition to light, darkness. Sometimes there's a lot of truth in what the devil has to say. There's a lot of desire here. There's a lot of ambition. There's a lot of ego. There's a lot to gain, right? So you play with this devil energy. You're going to get that job. You're going to start making all the money in the world, right? Think about, this is like, selling your soul to the devil. Like, if you sign that contract, you're signing over to the devil. Ooh, man. I don't know. It could feel like that. It could feel like that. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these people, this is their energy. Right now, these people feel like they're losing because they're having to like they have to offer you this job even though they don't really want to, and they're going to try to find a way to maybe like get rid of you. Ten of Swords in reverse is them like trying to play victim here, like they didn't fucking create this problem. The Page of Wands in reverse is you basically taking what you can from them and then leaving. Like, when Jesus died on the cross on Calvary, right? If that's what you believe in. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. He had to descend into hell for 3 days. And he went there to what? To get the souls that needed to come up to heaven with him, right? Or something like that. You know, I wasn't a very good, I was. I read in my Bible. But I believe Jesus went down to hell to get the souls from the people in Judea who were already died, who couldn't get to heaven because Jesus wasn't there yet or some shit like that. I don't know. But like he had to go there and get them people so he could bring them back into heaven. I feel like that's what you're doing here right now. It's like you're going to go into this place, you're going to go into this experience with the mindset that it's not here for long. You're here to get what you need, get your people, because there's something that you need to do here, and there's a reason why you're going through this experience, right? It's like, ooh, you ever watch, what was that show? American Horror Story, Apocalypse. I don't know why I just thought of this. But like Apocalypse, season Apocalypse, when Cordelia and whoever her name, I don't remember her name, Valencia, that lady, they put that identity spell under, what's her name? the new supreme girl. They put the identity spell so she wouldn't remember who she was, and then they made her friend be really mean to her to suppress her, so she wouldn't like awake to her powers too early. So like they had her under the bunker. Ooh. And like they were fucking with her. They treated her like she was a slave, like she was like they like beneath her and shit. And the whole point of like keeping her like in that state was because she had to wait until the correct moment to spring into life, to be that girl, to be that motherfucker. And so like that's kind of like what is going on with you. You're like this like amazing, powerful fucking person, this being. But right now you have to make yourself small so you can infiltrate like this like place, so you could be a Trojan horse. It sounds so crazy. I know this sounds so fucking crazy, but like that's what's going on. And like right now, the people around you, they may not see your gold, they may not see your fucking fire, they may not see your power, they may not see the God inside of you, because there is a God fucking energy in you, and they may not see that. They may not see it in themselves. But like there is people who are strategically placed around you right now, who are sent here predetermined to make sure that you carry on your mission. And like, not to like, you know, make it seem like you're better and like you're like this like supreme thing and everyone's like beneath you, because it's not like that at all. It's not like it's like as like extreme as like a TV show, right? I'm just getting emotional because it's like, if you've ever felt like people like overlooked you, or like you felt like you weren't picked or deserved, or like people may have been like just, I don't know, people just like treat you like dirty for some reason, for like something like you can't even like control. It's because there's something in you that scares the living shit out of them, and it's because you could be on a whole completely different vibration than they are. And you know, there is no small roles, just small actors. And I think you have a big part. Ooh, God, that got me. That shit got me. Ooh, if you've ever felt like that, if you've ever been in a situation where you just felt, and like you starting to, and like, and now like you starting to wake up, you starting to see like shit bends to your will when you think real hard about it. Like you are special, Aries. You are fucking special. There is something special about you. Okay? You don't need to stay small forever. And like these people, they shrank you, but it's like a diamond, right? Only under pressure will that form. So right now they gotta put their pressure on you so you can turn out a diamond. You're a diamond in the rough, Aries. Whew, shit. Damn. Whew, okay. Clarifying oracle cards before we go. Grace. Grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. Grace. I don't say it enough. No matter what you've been through, there's always been like this almost but never. You were always almost but never. You almost lost it all. You almost went bankrupt. You almost got, you know, whatever. You almost. There's always been this divine protection around you. This grace from like the universe, because you're Aries, you are so fucking talented, so creative, so special. And like you've been through a lot because you were meant to be somebody who people will look up to, depend on, and count on, and know that they can trust you. So the universe put you through these situations that you agreed to before you came to, because when they put the identity spell on her, you know, she was like, I don't know if you ever see, you need to go watch it. It was American Horror Story Apocalypse, you know, and I think her name was Mallory. I don't know, yeah, her name was Mallory. And she was like the new upcoming Supreme, right? And her friend that was actually mean to her was like, she had like the weakest power, and they made her be like this like really mean, arrogant bitch who was like, and like the coven leader was like her secretary, and like you've been in situations where you have completely been stripped of your power, title, authority, all of that. But it was to protect you so you wouldn't be alerted by things out here that were meant to hurt you before you were ready. Oh God, the universe is saying that you're ready. You're ready. You're about to kill the Antichrist. Oh God. Like I said, safety. Yeah, you're fine, dude. I'm trying so hard not to cry. You're fine, man. You got this shit. Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. You're good. You're good. You've always been good. You've always known that too. You've never ever. Things have been rough, but even when things felt rough, there was always this desire, this need to protect other people because you knew you could do it. Like I can't. Ooh, shit. Please hit the like and subscribe button, please. I hope this resonates. I'm over here crying on the internet. Oh, God. Not to sound vain, but I don't think I'm not an ugly crier, I don't think. I hope not. I don't think I'm an ugly crier. Intuition, bitch. Intuition, it never lies. You know exactly what to do. You don't need this reading to tell you what to do. You've always known. And I think that's what's making me cry, is because this is validating. It's affirming. I like that word better. It's affirming the parts of me, you, that strength to feel safe. But now it's okay to be who you are, or it's about to be. It's about to be so okay to be who you are. And it's always been okay, but for some reason you may have been in a situation where it just wasn't safe in that particular environment. And it's because you have the power to disrupt those environments and make them safe for everybody. You're a leader. All right. I love you guys. Oh, God. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. And I hope this resonates with you all. Let me know in the comments. God, that was intense for me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support and helping this channel grow. I couldn't be here without you. Like, I could not be here without you guys. I just want to reiterate that. I love you. Bye.